Hi guys, I'm back with another pocket letter. This one was for an event that was on pocketletterpals.com. It was called Under the Sea, and this is what I came up with. So what I did was I used some papers that I had left over from another project, and it is from K&Company, and it's the Tim Coffey Travel Designer paper pad and the Travel Specialty paper pad. This is one of my favorite travel or beach themed paper pads that I've found in a long time. So I really enjoyed using these, and I really have like just scraps left. So I thought I'd use them up for this pocket letter. So I took one sheet and I used one sheet for the background, and it's got some seaweed and stuff in the background and some script on it, which was really pretty. What I did with the bottom pockets was I added in some brown and gold sequins so that it kind of looked like sand. So I kind of put that in at the bottom, and I thought that would be really cute, kind of as a shaker, but more aesthetically pleasing, just for some sand, for some dimension and shine in there. These little embellishments, some of them are cardstock stickers, layered elements from the collection, and some of them are just flat, but I did add quite a few of them just to kind of give it that under the sea feel. So this all comes from the Tim Coffey collection for K&Company. So it's a wonderful collection. I love it. Came together pretty well. So what I did was I added a bird up here for the sky, and I added some of my leftover chipboard elements, some fish down here and some bigger ones here, a little seagull bird here, some seashells and starfish down here, and a little crab, and he's dimensional, and so is this seahorse right here. He's dimensional, and he also has some sparkle to him. Not sure if you can kind of catch all that. I did add some glossy accents to the eyes and some other glossy accents to just to give it some dimension in some other places. I thought when I was done with it that it was lacking something, so I thought I had this twine that I just use randomly in different projects, and I thought it'd be really nice to tie it up to make it look like a fish netting and add it to the project. And I really like the way it turned out. I think it just gave it an extra nautical, beachy, kind of vintage feel to it. This right here, Life's a Beach, did not come with the Tim Coffey pack. This was a Michael's stamp that I got in the $1.50 bin. And what I did was I just stamped it on one of the scrap papers. And I have a die that kind of gives a rough cut around the edges that makes it kind of look like old torn paper. So I used that, and I just edged it with vintage photo distress ink. So this is the front. I also added some funky fibers that I had left over from some other project, and I thought it went really well with the color scheme. Here I put together a little tag. I'm giving this to a lady named Elizabeth, so I put a brad right here with her initial, and I also added, instead of washi tape, I added some twine and also this rustic kind of fibrous ribbon that kind of matched the collection. So this is the front, and then if I turn it over, for the back here, I used a lot of, these were some of the, not cut aparts, but they were just like ephemera elements that came with the collection. So there's like some waves right here, there's a sand dollar, there's another crab, a seashell, a turtle, and then some fish in a little fish bowl. So I thought that maybe she could use some of these in some of her beach theme projects. So that's just goes in here. And then for the next tag here, I have a Sizzix tag punch, or sorry, tag die that I used. So I used some of the paper that I had, and I inked around the edges with Vintage Photo, and she can use these in her project as well. Maybe use some of the twine I gave just to tie off the tags with, and she can probably use that for as gift tags or whatever, or just journaling spots. This right here, there was a page full of stamp cut-aparts. So I went ahead and I just cut out some of the nice ones that I thought she would like. They're all beach inspired, and I think they're really neat. And the paper, this is the specialty paper, so it's got kind of like a glossy element to it, which I really liked. So those can be used as well in a project. So for this one here, I had found these at Michael's. They were napkins, but they were beach themed, and I thought they were so beautiful. I bought like a couple packages of each, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. I put some of them in my car just to use on hand, but these beach ones I decided to add to her pocket letter. In here I have some more smaller tags from the same Sizzix die over here, or spellbinders. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, if you want to know which one I use, just let me know, and I'll put it in the comments. Yeah, so they're just a little bit smaller, and I used some of my scraps with the paper, so she could use those as tags as well. There's also, let me see if I can get it out. I also had stamps, beach stamps, that I had picked up at Michael's. There's that Life's a Beach. And I just recently got into purchasing, they're called Spectrum Noir markers. And so I've been practicing coloring and that, and I really like the way they turned out. So I thought I'd give her these. She can use them as tags or just on a gift or whatever. So I'm just going to put those back later. Her letter is in here, and for the last pocket over here, what I did was I added some metal elements. They're little charms. One of them has like a wheel, the other one has a sailboat, and this one here has a starfish. And then I have a couple different wooden embellishments. There's an anchor, and there's two different boats. So those ones she can use in projects as well. I thought they were really cute. So yeah, so this is her pocket letter for the event swap that was called Under the Sea. And I think it turned out really well. It's one of my favorites. I really like beach theme and kind of vintage beach theme. And I think this will do for Under the Sea. Can't get any more under the sea than the whales and the fish and the crabs and stuff. So I'm really looking forward for her to get this, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope it gives you some inspiration. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thanks everyone for subscribing and watching. Yeah, if you want to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you, and thanks for watching.